Good damn morning, AmeriCANS. Jericho Green here with you once again. And I got to give a big shout out to my man Daniel in Toronto, all the way up there in Canada, eh? You fucking hoser. America's hat. Oh, poor Canada. We have Trump, and they have a vagina. Justin. Oh, how do you say blackface in French? Anyway, shout out to Daniel. I appreciate the love and support, man. Thank you very much. And people, I don't know if you noticed, but Americans are kind of getting sick of this China virus shelter-in-place quarantine bullshit. I didn't know. I was looking up some shit this morning. California has only had 29,000 confirmed cases of the China virus. Now, some people might say 29,000, that's a lot. And yeah, 29,000 is a big number, but when you compare it to the 40 million people that live in California, that's 40 million that we've counted. Now, we don't need to get into the illegals. We know there's probably a few more million of them. But 40 million people in California, only 29,000 have contracted the virus, and only 1,000 deaths. Again, any loss of life is shitty, and I'm sure, if one of those members were in my family, I would view it differently, of course. But it wouldn't change the fact that there's only been 1,000 deaths in a state with 40 million people. And this has been going on for a while. I was talking to my boss yesterday. His wife is a nurse in a local hospital. And I was like, how do we know if you've had, when it's run its course? Let's say you have it. All right, you've had it. Nothing's happening. Is anything ever going to happen? I mean, and you hear about other countries having this second wave. I mean, I don't know. 40 million people, only 29,000 contracted this. I'm sure there's more than 29,000 people that get a lot of fucked up shit happening to them in California alone. California is huge. I live in the middle of the state. I live in what's known as Central California. I can drive 8 hours south and still be in California. I can drive 5-6 hours up north and still be in California. Now, unless you're in Texas or Alaska or some shit like that, you don't understand. You can fit all those East Coast states in like half of California. In a state of this size, for it to only have 1,000 deaths and 29,000 infections, don't forget, we do have needles and shit California here. We do have Los Angeles, where they seem to manufacture homeless people. There's plenty of spots for this shit to take off. And in Southern California, it's a little worse, but that's because it's a huge population. This China virus shit is only hitting large populations, like in big metropolitan areas and cities. So you have states like even Californians are protesting. People in Minnesota, people in Virginia, and other states. We're tired of this shit, man. You told us you were going to shut shit down for a month. We're coming up on a month. We've modified our routines. We've done the social distancing. We've done everything we can do. When is shit getting back to normal? Because the longer we stay in this China virus state, in this social distancing bullshit we're doing, and I've said it before, we're not a socially distant society. That's not what we do. So the longer we stay under these China virus rules, the harder it's going to be to go back to normal. And isn't that funny? Something you've done forever. It takes you a while to finally change your routine, but once you change it, it's hard as fuck to go back to what you've been doing forever. I don't want that. I want us to learn from this. Don't fucking trust China. Don't trust the World Health Organization, which is an arm of China. I hope we learn that. I hope we start buying American, or maybe from other countries we can fucking trust not to infect us. That's the kind of shit I want to change after this. But the way we do things, the way we go about our lives, That needs to go back to normal. America needs to be America. People need to get the fuck back to work. Working isn't just something you do for 8+ hours a day. Working is part of our DNA. Working is part of what a human being is. You need to be productive. You need to fucking toil. You need to put some beads of sweat on your metaphorical brow. This isn't something we like to talk about. This is something we need to do. We have more people unemployed. We haven't had this many people unemployed since the Depression. What? Look, we did the guidelines. We followed the rules. Let's get back to work. Let's get back to America. If we don't work, we don't work. If you know what I mean. If we don't work, we don't function as a country. There's jobs out there. That is the difference between what we're going through now and maybe depressions and recessions in the past. It's not like there are no jobs. There are jobs. There's just not the people there to fill them because they're at home. So as soon as we open up our country again, those jobs will be waiting. People will get back to work and we can get back to fucking normal. You know, beaches, parks, movie theaters, concerts, that kind of shit. We need to get back to that. We'll be fine, but we need to get back to it. I'm so fucking bored at work because we have less customers because it's all, you know, social distancing, limited people inside of the business, blah, blah, blah. Cleaning. Fuck that. I want to go back to what it was. I want to go back to full stores, cranking people out, my day flying by. That's what I want. That's what we need. Fuck this quarantine shit. All right, it's over. My son needs a damn haircut. The fuck is going on? And these protests are happening. And there's one in Southern California yesterday, about 200 people. And the cops came, said, hey, you guys gotta go. Everybody dispersed peacefully, no problems. But the rumblings have started. The people are tired of this shit. They're saying, look, our hospitals are fine. Our people are fine. There's no spikes in cases. Shit is fine. So let's go back. It's so weird walking around seeing people in masks. You can't even see their whole face. And like seeing is part of communication. Let me plug my shit in before it dies. Like it's harder to communicate with people when you can't see their whole face, when you can't see their mouth. It's just weird, man. There's unforeseen things that change when you have to start doing shit like this. And people are getting tired of it. And you're going to see more protests. You're going to see more people vocalizing their disappointment with these situations. And Trump was like, hey, I'm with you, people. What do you say? Liberate. That was his tweet, to liberate these people. Let my people go. Let my people go outside. Shit. This can have negative psychological effects as well on people being inside the house too damn long. But like I said, my number one concern is that the residue of this is too much. There's too many things that we hang on to out of this China virus, quarantine, shelter in place, bullshit. That the government, are going to try to hold on to a lot of these restrictions and change society. Fuck that. This needs to be a footnote in history. This doesn't need to reshape how we go forward as a country. Because as America goes, the world goes. So all you people around the world benefiting from our generosity and our money, you might want us to get back on track too. You might want to start telling your government, hey, you need to lean on the American government to get this shit back open. Because if we fall, the world falls. Don't get it twisted. America is the foundation for the world. If we go down, the rest of the world goes down. You know the saying, a rising tide lifts all boats? Well, there's a new saying. If America goes down, you all fucking sink. We need to get back to work. We need shit to function again. And as nice as it is, zipping up and down the highway, going back and forth to work with no traffic, I love it. But I want traffic. I know that sounds weird and fucked up, especially coming from a Californian where we got the worst damn traffic this country's ever seen. Try getting in or out of LA with 6 to 8 lanes of traffic going in one direction. You ever seen a 16-lane highway? They exist. And it's known. I'm sure it's all around the country. But the way I go, the highway I travel on, if you're not on that highway by 3 o'clock, you better put on something nice on the radio. You better find your favorite podcast because you're going to be stuck here for a while. Those are the kind of things we want back. Bring back the traffic jams. Put people back to work. When people don't work, shit gets fucked up. You know what they say about idle hands? They do dumb shit. We don't want that. Let's get back to normal. And these fucking politicians, these empty suit, crooked pieces of shit, are going to try to hold on to some of these restrictions because it's power. They are power crackheads. They are power meth heads. You ever seen a crackhead or a fucking meth head? How determined they are to get that rock, that crystal. They will sell their fucking mother and their firstborn for a baggie. That's how these fools are with power. They will do anything they can to get it and hold on to it to get that fix. They will step on, crush, rob, and steal from anybody to maintain that. To get their rock, to smoke that political rock. They will do anything. And something like this making it easier for them. You know, when they did the first stimulus package, how the Democrats and the liberals were sneaking in dumb shit that had nothing to do with helping Americans get through this bullshit. Same kind of thing. They will do any deviant, sneaky thing they can or outright fuck you over to keep their power. You mean nothing to them. You are a means to an end. You are a cog. I think it's cog. You're a cog in the machine. And if you try to get in the way of that machine, it will crush you into a fucking wet spot in the dirt and keep moving. So come November, we need to make shit right. Even if they try to hold on to some of this shit, November is our time to get these fuckers out of here. Don't forget who we are. There's a reason I say good morning, AmeriCANS, and I'm not good morning, AmeriCANs. Don't forget who the fuck we are. So apparently, they have forgotten. The government has forgotten. So come November, we need to remind them. You know, sometimes you forget. You just need a little reminder, a little friendly reminder. Hey, note to self. Hey, don't forget to do this. Don't forget to grab that from the store. Well, don't forget to show these motherfuckers who we are, what we have, and what we can do. Fucking China virus. Shelter in place shit. Man, I'm done. I'm so sick of this shit. Not having anywhere to go. I wanted to go to a store yesterday. Temporarily closed. What the fuck for? Only 1,000 deaths in a state of 40 million people. Man, this shit is crazy. Unprecedented. Unprecedented. Every time we got a damn meeting at work, it's some new guideline, some new thing we got to do or we can't do anymore. The fuck? How long is this going to go on? Hopefully not much longer. There are rumblings of states reopening slowly. The nationwide economy opening slowly but surely. Now, of course, we have to exercise some caution when getting back to normal. No shit. But we need to get back to normal eventually. And eventually better come real soon. Now, what you can do is click the link to Teespring in the description box. Get your Jericho Green gear 10% off through Sunday. Mañana. Offer code SHOP at home. Once again, 10% off your green gear. Hit the link in the description box for Teespring. 10% off. Offer code SHOP at home. But you know what it is. I gotta hop in this damn rat race. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.